Us to Cape Town, where the ANC top leadership is on a door-to-door campaign ahead of the party's January 8 statement tomorrow. Earlier, there was some tension when the party's Deputy President Paul Mashatile visited a residence home. Newzroom Afrika's Juniour Khumalo is tracking developments and joins us now live. Juniour, very good afternoon to you. We saw some tension happening there in Khayelitsha with a resident wanting to enter into his mother's home, and of course the guards for the ANC blocking him from entering. They have those tensions now sort of simmered down?
Indeed, Katleho, we've seen the Deputy President actually issuing an apology to that young man who was prevented from getting into his mother's home. The security detail of the Deputy President were not aware that he is a son in that home, so they tried to prevent him from going inside, thinking that it's just one of the ordinary citizens who also wanted to see the ANC delegation that had gone into that home. So we did see an apology being issued by the Deputy President, saying that his protection services were not aware of what was going on. But we did see some of the delegates as well as the municipal councillors from the ANC going to that home about an hour before, trying to prepare the family and telling them that the Deputy President was going to go to the home and speak to the family as he was doing his door-to-door in that area in Khayelitsha, close to the stadium actually, where the events, the festivities of the ANC are going to be taking place. But Katleho, also another problem that a lot of community members have raised to the Deputy President and the ANC delegation that has been going around is the issue of housing. As you can see behind me and even next to us, there is a lot of informal settlements in this area. But now joining me is the Minister, Thembi Simelane, who is going to be speaking to us, the Minister of Human Settlements. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us. You spoke about some of the challenges that people dwelling in these informal settlements have experienced, particularly the fires that have been happening. Give us the statistics. Since December, how many fires have we experienced in these areas?
Roughly in the Western Cape in its entirety were over 1,000 fires, including a strand which is about 50 km away from here, Kayamandi in Stellenbosch, which is around 70 or so. So since the 12th of December, right up until the 1st, the 2nd, we've experienced fires in isolated areas in the informal settlement. Unfortunately for Danun, which is an informal settlement as well, in various extensions we've actually dealt with fires in this period 2-3 times, giving a number in Danun and Langa, Joslovo, to be above 300 in the instances where we have been responding to the fires.
Have there been any fatalities that have happened in where these fires have occurred?
Well, one life is one too many, but for the over 1,500 displaced families, we lost 3 lives, and may their soul rest in peace. But we appreciate the emergency responses. You could imagine in a space that is so congested, if 300 shacks spent, and you lose one life. It's not that we are undermining the life, but I think the community is united in such a way that there is major assistance that happens in terms of trying to quell and make sure that they safeguard lives and ultimately lose everything that they have.
Going into the January 8 statement that we expect the President to deliver, do you expect him to touch on human settlement and how the ANC in 2025 is going to be trying to improve the lifestyles of South Africans living in these informal settlements?
Well, yes, I do believe so. It is the fundamental of the Freedom Charter. There shall be housing, security and comfort. So it's a dream of our forebears, which we ultimately have to make sure that we realize it. It's a fundamental. But I do believe also of key essence is an impasse that we had at human settlement with regard to the approach the province is having, the city of Cape Town, which even went up to the Constitutional Court, you will recall. But I do believe that the outcome will now be able to help us decongest the areas. You could see how tight-knit the shacks are. That suggests that you need to move other people to other areas, you need to service the area, you need to build. But high-rise is the ultimate answer, particularly in bigger metros like the city of Johannesburg, eThekwini, and of course the city of Cape Town. So we're looking into ensuring that all the areas that we find We minimize the normal RDP, as you say, but duplexes first 3 floors, which will accommodate quite a number of people who are able to. In fact, out of this 1,500, around 300 or so displaced people, they are shack bent while they are outside the province, and they had gone home for their festive season in the Eastern Cape in the main. So it does show that you also need to provide housing which is a lock-up and go type of a situation, so that it is flexible, it is closer to where people work, it is convenient for them, it minimizes them spending all their money on transport, but ensuring that they get quality life themselves and their children.
Thank you so much. That is the Minister of Human Settlements there, Katlego, basically speaking about what she does expect the President to speak about when he delivers that January 8 statement. One of the key situations that she wants the President to address is the issue of housing. We are here in Khayelitsha, where the ANC is doing the door-to-door campaign, and one of the key issues that a lot of people have been raising is that they need housing from government, and she does expect the President to address this issue, Katlego.